Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my wonderful followers, my wonderful family. Hope you are doing well. I'm good. My name is Janet. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm back again with another great idea in the kitchen. So today I've decided we cook half cake, in brackets kangumu. And today I'm using all self-raising flour, eggs flour. You can still use all-purpose, then use baking powder. So that's my flour, all self-raising flour. And yes, I have my cooking oil there. I have my milk and it is warm milk. I will use cinnamon for adding flavor. I have my sugar there. Sorry. I have my water and the water is warm. That is where my ingredients will be put. Yeah. So let's get started. I pick my basin. Then I'll put the dry ingredients first. That is the flour. I'll add sugar and the cinnamon. Those are the dry ingredients. Then I mix them very well until they are mixed up evenly. So let's put my flour. That's enough. I didn't measure, but you can measure. I'll add my cinnamon, a little bit like 1 tablespoon, or 3/4. Yeah. Then I'll add sugar. That's enough for my cinnamon. Then I'll add sugar. And for the sugar, I'll add 3 tablespoons because my flour is approximately 3 cups. So I'll put 3 or 4 tablespoons. That is 1 tablespoon. The second one. The third one. Yes. And I'll add another one, 4. So I'll mix my dry ingredients using my either spoon, I'll call it spoon, until they are evenly mixed up. You can either use the spoon or use your bare hands and make sure your hands are clean. So there, my flour is almost mixed up evenly. So I'll continue stirring until it's time to add the next ingredient. So let's continue. I'll add tablespoon of cooking oil. That is my cooking oil. I'll add several. My tablespoon is small, so I'll add several ones. If you have Blue Band, you can use it. You can also add it instead of cooking oil. You have butter or anything that you want your kangumu or half cake to have. That's enough for my cooking oil. Yes, then I'll stir. And here it's where I'll start using my hands because I want the oil and the dry ingredients to mix evenly. So I should mix it up until I don't feel any balls in the mixture. So I'll put away my spoon, then I'll use my hands. My hands are very clean. So I'll mix up until the balls are gone, until it's evenly mixed up and blended up. If you have Blue Band, still you can use it. It's very nice. Yeah, and if you don't have milk, you can also use plain water for making your kangumu. You can also use the You can also use plain milk for your half cake, depending on what you have at the moment, or you can decide to mix the water and the milk at the same time. Yeah, that's my flour. It's almost done. So after I'm done mixing it until it is evenly mixed up, I will add milk. I'll start adding milk. If you have milk, you can add milk to the end, up to the end. If you have water, you can add, that's my milk, and it is warm milk. You can also use cold, but I prefer using warm milk. I'll start it with my spoon. Then again, I'll stir it with my spoon. You can use milk alone, but for me today I'm using milk, warm milk and warm water. So I'll keep adding my water until I get the texture of my dough. Yeah, let's do it together. It's time to use my bare hands to mix up so that I may attain what I want to attain. Yes, let's learn together. That's me mixing up, and still I'm the one who is recording myself, so sorry for the shaky camera. Yes, I will keep on adding my warm water until I attain that texture of my dough. And remember, this is half cake, has to be a little bit harder than the mandazis, so it should not be soft. It should be hard, but not too much hard. So you have to be careful that the flour will not, the water will not exceed. Yeah, my flour is getting together. It's absorbing the moisture very well. Yeah, you have to mix it until the dough stops sticking your hand. So you have to mix it. You mix it until it is not sticky on the basin or the service area that you're using. But yeah, as you can see, it is improving. Yeah, so we have continue kneading it until we get that mixture that we want. So I'll knead it, and knead it, and knead it, and overturn it until I get the more. I get the. If you feel the dough is like soft, you can add more flour for you to attain your half cake dough, which should be hard and not so much hard. Yeah, so you should knead it until you attain it. So watch and see. So again, after you attain what you want, you should add a little bit of oil and cover it and leave it like for 30 minutes or 2 hours. As you can see, it's not sticky on my hands, and also it's not sticky on the basin that I'm using. So it's time to add the cooking oil, a little bit of it, for it to make it soft, to make the dough mix up well and stop sticking on the hands or the basin, and it will be softer and it will help you knead well and easier. So my dough is ready. I have to knead it a little bit, then I'll cover it. I will cover it and leave it like for like an hour or two. Yeah, for the resting of the flour helps the dry ingredients and wet ingredients, that is the milk and the water, mixed evenly. So it helps the flour to absorb all the moisture in that recipe. So if you just cook very quickly, you'll find that if you need it, then you go direct to cooking. You'll find that they are like cracking, or they are not cooking well. So just give it at least 30 minutes rest and cover it with either kitchen towel or another basin or another plate, something that will cover it so that it may not be exposed to the hair. Yeah, it's time to cover it. It's time to cover it. Yes, it's time now to cook. My flour is ready, like after 2 hours of resting, and now I am here ready to prepare it to cook. For cooking, there is my cooking oil. Yeah, and cooking this kangumu, we have to keep moderating your flame, your heat. That is, you have to sometimes high, sometimes medium, sometimes very low, so that it may cook very well from the inside, because you're not cutting it as you always cut it as mandazi. You cut a bigger size of the flour, and how will I say, not thin, not say not so much thick, but thicker than the mandazi pieces. Yeah, let's do it. This is me spreading it. So I'll do it this way until I get the thickness that I want. Then I'll cut my pieces very well. Yeah, and continue with my cooking. And again, here you don't have to use so much. You don't have to add so much flour, because the dough is thick. It's hard enough. It's not sticky. So yes, it's there. Doing the magic of spreading it. Then I'll pick a knife, then I cut it. Yeah, so as you can see, that thickness is still okay. So I'm almost attaining what I wanted. So yes, let's continue. It's time to slice up to cut into the pieces that I want. So if you can, you have there are some people who measure the sizes, but you can estimate because you're cooking for your family, you can estimate. This can be a very good snack. You can take it from breakfast, you can take it as snacks, it can be eaten by anyone because so far as the flour is hard, it's thick, and it's hard, it's half cake, doesn't mean that a kid cannot eat it because even kids love it so much. As you can see the thickness, that is what I wanted. So make sure the thickness is not so big and it is not so small. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's cut it together until we attain all that we wanted. Yeah. That is me cutting. Yes, so I'm almost done. Then I'll start my cooking. Remember, this is a snack, can be taken as a breakfast. Yeah, you can also start this like a business. Yeah, it's very nice and many people love it. I personally love it so much because it's very delicious. Very, very, very delicious. I'm done slicing. Yeah, so let's start the cooking. Let's start the cooking. My oil, I'll have to test my oil whether it is hot. There are no bubbles, so I'll have to put to increase the fire, the flame. It's not yet. So let's wait for the oil to be hot. And not so much hot, a little bit hot. Yeah, so that you may not burn them and inside they are not cooked. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you'll put your pieces into the cooking oil and to be careful that so that you may not burn yourself. Always put them by side, you may not burn them. Yeah. So I'll continue like that. After you put them, immediately overturn them so that they may get the same heat first, because as you see the oil is too hot. So the first side has got it hotness. Now you have to overturn them so that they may get the same heated oil. Then after overturning them, you'll reduce the fire. After overturning them, you have to reduce the fire and wait. So that's how you cook them. You have to reduce the fire, reduce the flame, and cook in a medium or low flame depending on how hot your oil is. If it is not too hot, you should not reduce or increase the flame. As for me, I'm cooking in low flame, and now I have to increase it a little bit so that I may get so that they may not absorb too much oil. Because if you cook so low flame, sometimes you may cook them and they will absorb they will absorb so much oil. So the secret of cooking this kangumu or half cake, it is overturning so that you may heat them evenly. Because if you wait for one side to get heat, the other side will like not get cooked very well. So keep on overturning and lowering and increasing the flame depending on how hot your oil is, and you will get the best results ever. You'll have the best half cake ever. You'll never buy, or you can buy, but if you get used to, you'll always have passion of preparing your half cake, because you will have the best ingredients that you want. You'll have the best spices that you have. You will have the best that you have. So let's wait for the results. Yes, as you can see, the color has started turning, so you have to overturn a little bit more. Yes, you have to keep overturning until you get your best color. Some people may like a deep brown, others will like a light brown. Yeah, cook it to the color that you want. Yes, the progress is great and motivating. You don't have to preparing and or cooking half cake. You have to be around because of regulating the fire and overturning so that they may be cooked evenly, and yeah, you'll have to enjoy. So I'm almost done with the first portion, and you can see my fire is on medium flame. Yes, so let's wait and see. Yes, my kangumu is almost ready. It's almost ready. So it's time to take them off the oil and put in a basin where I've put some kitchen towels so that they may absorb the excess oil that are remained in the half cakes. Then you follow the procedure until you finish cooking the rest of your half cake. Yes, that's the first portion is done. Now we have to put the next portion. Yeah, there. Yo, so continue with the same portion until doing the same procedure until you finish cooking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything.